Hello, everybody. It's me again, Russell Mills. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Today is July 3rd, 2017, on a Monday. I hope everybody's blessed. I want to talk about something today that's very serious in our country, domestic violence. I'm actually checking online right now, um, and it basically says the term intimate partner violence includes the following acts as inflicted or caused by a current or former intimate partner: actual or threats of physical violence, actual or threats of sexual violence, emotional or psychological abuse, name calling or put down, threats to you, person's sexual orientation to family, work, or friends, stalking, excessive calls, texts, emails, monitoring daily activities, using technology to track a person's location, financial abuse, withholding money, running credit, stopping a partner from getting or keeping a job, threats to out a person's sexual orientation to family, work, or friends. This is intimate partners can include current or former spouses, boyfriends or girlfriends, dating partners, sexual partners. Domestic violence can occur in heterosexual and same-sex relationships. This is national domestic violence statistics. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will experience severe physical violence by an intimate partner in their lifetime. 1 in 10 women in the United States will be raped by an intimate partner in her lifetime. Approximately 16.9% of women and 8.0% of men will be experiencing sexual violence other than rape by an intimate partner at some point in their life. Data on sexual violence against men may be unreported. This is an estimate of 10.7% of women and 2.1% of men have been stalked by an intimate partner during their lifetime. Nearly half of all women and men in the United States will experience psychological aggression by an intimate partner in their life. Over half of female and male victims of rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner experience some form of intimate partner violence for the first time before 25 years of age. 4 in 10 women of non-Hispanic, Black, American Indian, or Alaska Native race ethnicity, and 1 in 2 multicultural non-Hispanic women have experienced rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime. 2 in 5 lesbian women, 3 in 5 bisexual women, and 1 in 3 heterosexual women will experience rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime. 1 in 4 gay men, 1 in 3 bisexual men, 3 in 10 heterosexual men will experience rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime. This is 1 in 5 bisexual women and 1 in 10 heterosexual women will be raped by an intimate partner in their lifetime. What's that going to show you, everybody? That this world is messed up. Rape ain't nothing to play with. Hurting somebody is not fun. It's not easy for anybody to deal with. I actually put my son's mother in a situation years ago when I put my hands on her in 2008. I remember that. It was May 31st, 2008, where I actually, was trying to pick up my son. And, I was over her aunt's house and I got very angry, very upset. She said the wrong thing to me. I said the wrong thing to her. Next thing I know, I'm trying to take my son from her aunt's house, walking in the hallway. And the next thing I know, she grabs him and, I put my hands on her. You know what I mean? I start choking her. Let me tell you something. Any type of violence to any women or men is never good. I got arrested. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't fun being in handcuffs and being back in the police cruiser, going to the police station, being put in that little holding cell for a couple of days. Wasn't fun. It's not a good situation to put yourself into. So any type of rape, violence, towards anybody is never good. I am so blessed that I ended up just getting probation for that situation for a year, and I had to go to anger management classes. But, the scars will forever be on her and my son as far as the mentality and the mental. That's why me and her do not have a great relationship at all, and we never will. So that's why I read this about domestic violence in a relationship, because it's not fair for anybody to put their hands on each other when it comes to a relationship, ex-relationship, it doesn't matter. People experience so much stuff each and every single day anyways. But then when you take the time to put more stress on somebody like that and put more pressure and put more pain in their life, it's never a good thing. So that's why I'm saying to us as a human race, why do we do it? Why do we need to keep doing this year after year, month after month, day after day in our relationships? Yes, we get upset. Yes, we get angry. Yes, we have a right to get angry, you know what I mean? Because it's an emotion that we're born with. We have a right, but we don't have a right to kill people. We don't have a right to choke people. We don't have a right to beat up people. But violence has always been in this country, you know what I'm saying, from day one, since we were born in this world. Okay, there's been wars, there's been World War I, there's been World War II, there's been wars between people for years. And we always ask the questions, why does there have to be tension and wars between people? And why does it have to be a situation where us men have to do this to women or vice versa? We don't hear about a lot of men getting abused. Does it happen? Yes, it does. We don't know about the statistics or the stats of it. You know what I mean? Because it's unheard of at times. More so, it's more heard of a man beating up a woman because obviously men's supposed to be quote unquote stronger than a woman. But when you're doing that, you're not really being a strong person at the end of the day. If you're in a relationship, and I'm learning this myself, and you have to literally put your hands on somebody, that's that person you are meant to be, and number two, you shouldn't even be doing that. It's not cool. At the end of the day, we all have to be responsible for our own actions in this world. And if we take the time to keep doing this, what's going to happen. You're going to get locked up, you know what I'm saying? Or killed. You know what I mean? So, or that person's going to be killed. You know what I mean? So, my question is, if you killed that person, now you're going to do some time for many years. And that person's no longer alive because you killed them because of you being angered, because you was angered at whatever situation that triggered that. And that's something that we all have to take the time to understand. It's not easy. Women, like my son's mother, will never get over the fact of what I did. And that was in 2008. That wasn't that long ago, but still, it doesn't matter. It's always going to have the mental effect every time you hear that person's voice, every time you see that person. And that's probably why we argue so much, because it's some of it's probably fear, some of it's probably, of course, aggravation of certain things that I've said and done, and certain things that have been said back and forth. So yeah, I don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? And of course, when we have children, they feel the effect of it. That's why so many children today are so weak, because of the parents arguing back and forth. That's why kids are becoming soft today. That's why you're seeing a lot of boys being more sensitive than ever. Because if the parents are not together, sometimes the boys become more sensitive, almost more than a girl does. And I'm not saying girls don't become sensitive and angry just as well as a boy want to be, of course, because we all are human beings. We all have emotions. We all have feelings. So we're all going to feel a certain way when a situation that occurs in their life. Absolutely. So all I'm saying is we have to just take the time, to try to understand each other and love each other. And stop, taking the time to just hate each other and act like fools. So we need to take the time to just stop with the violence, stop with the foolishness, you know what I mean? Because just like I just read, it mentally messes up a person for the rest of their life. And I've dated women, and, they've gone through this. I've met a lot of women that have been raped, that have been beat up, just a lot of issues. They've had a lot of issues with, men. And it's sad because now, they have to deal with that for the rest of their life. Or if they were married, and the guy slapped them in the face, or beat them up, or choked them, it's not easy for that person to ever get over what happened, because that's always going to be with them for the rest of their life. I'm not, you know what I mean? Should I say dwell on it? No, we should never dwell on it, but emotionally and mentally, it's always going to be in their head, as far as what happened. So yeah, is it fair? Is it right? No, it's not. We have to take the time to stop and think and be accountable for our actions. Because I know I'm held accountable for my own actions for what I did. I would never have thought, even in my life, I would have put my hands on any type of woman in my life, because of the fact that I love women. But just because of the fact that I was angered, I was stupid, could have costed me my life. At least good 3 to 5 years in prison. And I wouldn't have seen my son, and that would have gave her ammunition to just to say, okay, you know what? If he ever comes out, he won't ever see his kid ever again. Put a restraining order against me and everything. So, yeah, I'm very blessed that I still get to see my kid, and I'm very blessed that that they just gave me probation. And not everybody goes through that situation, because some people, go through a lot worse. And trust me, they were trying to press for her, the courts, the police. They put a restraining order, put all this other stuff against me. Stay away from my kid. She was, what I mean. I believe she had to go to the hospital because when I choked her, she, obviously, it was very bad. I had her family, I should say, that was pulling us off of each other because of the violence and stupid shit that, I caused. So, did it have to happen? No. No, it didn't. It didn't have to happen. It was just, it was out of anger. It was out of stupidity. You know what I mean? It was just foolishness. And I really wish and pray that my son wasn't part of seeing that. And he was 3.5 at the time. He was almost 4. Now he's 13, but still, regardless. You don't know what children remember, what children don't remember. So I don't know if he remembers that or not, but that was a very bad time. And that's what happens, down the road where, you can have a bad relationship between you and your children. Am I going to sit back and say I have the best relationship with my child? No, I don't. Because the fact is, the tension, the anger, the aggravation. Unfortunately, children today, they get so confused. What side should I choose? With mom more than dad, so why should, you know what I mean? I love dad more than mom. It's hard for children, and we put them in hard situations at times too, and we shouldn't. We should always take the time to think about their feelings first and foremost. Some of us do as parents, and some of us don't. At that particular time and moment in my life, in certain times, I was only thinking about myself. So this is something that we as men, as women, have to take the time, that we have to, be held accountable for our actions. And it's like, I prayed about it and I said, God, you know what? Let me just be strong and make it through this situation. And I was very blessed that I made it through the situation. And this is what I'm saying. We have to take the time to love our partners and be there. And yes, our partner's going to get on each other's nerves at times. Absolutely. We're human beings. Nobody thinks alike. But that doesn't mean we have the right to beat up somebody, to hurt them. You know what I mean? We could be angry. We have a right to be angry. Yes, we do. And yes, we say the wrong things, at the wrong times. I've said it plenty of times. You know what I mean? Am I perfect? No. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? We all don't say the right things, even if we're trying to be sincere sometimes. Sometimes, situations occur. We say certain things. People still unhappy. So it is what it is. But only thing I'm saying is we have to just take the time to understand each other, love each other, and if our anger gets to us, we have to talk, down the road. Because here's the thing that people have to understand. We should never stay angry at each other, okay? We should never go to bed angry, or we should never walk out the door, because you never know, that might be the last time you saw that person in your life. Because God forbid something can happen where an accident happens and they die. And now all you guys remember is that argument. And how many of us in this world have said or done that in this life? I'm sure plenty of us have. Okay? And some, you know what I mean? Some are no longer here for us to speak to anymore. So trust me. We all have to take the time to make sure these numbers that I was reading on the statistics get lower. And we have to take the time to love each other and take the time to be there. That's it. That's all I'm saying. We need to take the time to love each other and be there, help each other out. That's it, man. Because because society is not easy. We already know that. But it can be if we take the time to understand each other and talk to each other. That's why I tell people sometimes, get off your damn phones, get off the computers, you know what I mean? Stop watching TV at times. Get to know that person fully. Get to know that person where you can love them the right way, so you guys can take the time to know what aggravates you, what doesn't aggravate you, what makes you happy, what makes you sad. See, if more people took the time to do that, there'd be less violence. Okay? And the key to all this is having God in your life and praying every day. And taking the time to ask our Father in heaven that we can't see, but he's always around us, and he's always one phone call away to just say, hey, look, Father, I'm sorry. I need your help. But how many of us take the time to do that before a situation like that occurs? Because when we're angry, we're angry. Sometimes we fly off the handle. I've done it 101 times, trust me, in my life. And I'm not proud of it. Do people aggravate me? Absolutely. Like, the common sense isn't common anymore. So that's why there's so much aggravation and so much stupidity, so much violence, because people don't think anymore. And we don't take the time to just love each other. And we need to stop arguing over stupid shit because, like I just said, life is in a blink of an eye, man. You're here 1 minute, you're gone the next. As much as we blink is as many times as people die, I'm sure. And we blink all the time, you know what I mean? So that means that's a lot of deaths. So what I'm saying to everybody, let's stop with all this domestic violence crap. Let's stop fighting each other, understand each other, love each other, be there for each other. That's the most important thing. Loving each other, taking the time to understand each other. And stop with all this bickering back and forth. Is it going to be easy from this point on for me and my son's mother? Never. It never will be. Because why? Because what happened? Every woman that has been raped, been beat up, is always going to have issues dealing with the man. Point blank, period. They always will. No matter how much they love that man, they're still going to have issues because the mind, you know what I mean, is so strong. So we have to take the time to think, be held accountable for our actions. Because the question is, if we do this, who are we hurting? We're hurting not just ourselves, we're hurting everybody. And now we're in prison with people that we don't know, that want to attack you, that don't even like themselves and don't like what they did, and you're dealing with them on a regular basis now, and inmates, and worrying about if somebody's going to beat you up or rape you. And that's scary. That's the end result, is that you're going to be in prison or you're going to be dead. That's it. And you're going to die in that prison cell. So you're going to still die regardless. Doesn't matter. I don't want to die in no prison cell. And I hope nobody else would want to die in a prison cell for our actions. So we have to take the time to understand who we are and understand other people. And just stop the bullshit, man. You know, stop the nonsense. You know, like I said, I just have to, I have to walk away. Because I know how I get. I know what happened before. And I know it's not easy, and sometimes I just have to walk away because I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have a psychological mindset that's messed up because I did something to them. So I'm just hoping and praying for everybody to have a good day today. And I pray that we stop with the bullshit of acting ignorant and fighting each other. And I just hope we just take the time to understand each other every day and understand the people we're living with, the people we're married to, understand just the whole situation. Because there's no need for all that. Okay? So I'm hoping everybody has a good day. I hope for this, video uploads to YouTube. And I just pray that, everybody that's in a relationship right now, whether you're married or a boyfriend or girlfriend, I hope you guys take the time to just love each other and understand each other the right way and treat each other with respect. Everybody, have a good day. Take care. God bless. Bye.